Welcome dear students to lecture 7 of module 2 block diagrams and signal flow graphs. In this lecture I have worked out some more numericals on block diagram reduction. Now here we have to reduce the block diagram shown in figure and find the transfer function. So first let us analyze this block diagram, then we'll start with the solution. So here see G3 and this here. This is nothing. If there is nothing means again is 1. So whole of this blocks, these two blocks are in parallel. So you can simplify. Then G2 and this here again H of S is 1. So this is in feedback. You can simplify. See then again I have told you previous lectures also the summation point, it's always better to have it in the direct path from input to output. So I can shift this ahead of H1 and club it with this summation point. So now we have to start from the takeoff point. So here check from here, see this summation point from here, the signal comes here, it goes through H, then H2 we have, then this summation point, then check there, it goes here H1 and then it goes here. So this feedback path will have H2 and H1, and there is no sign means it is positive, so then it will be negative here. And see one more to the summation point we have one more input over here. So it starts from this takeoff point, comes to the summation point, then it comes to H1 and back to this one. So this is another path from this summation point H1. So we have two feedback paths, one is H1 H2 from this summation point, and another one is between this G2 and G3, this summation point with the H1. So now we know how to solve the block diagram. So now we'll do step by step solution of this block diagram. So let me just rewrite the block diagram now again with all the first let me split up the parts, then we'll simplify one by one. So this as it is G1 and this summation point, and this G2 as it is we have, and we have G3. I will do simplification later only after the split up of the parts. So here this is here. Okay, so this is what we already have over here. Then see one more, I will club this. This is minus, this is also minus. So here this will have H1. Then one more part, this is also minus, this is minus. So that is H1 and H2, and the takeoff point is here, the output end. See, now it is simpler to solve. So now let us do the solution one by one. So this is R of C of S. So first let us solve this two things. One is this G of 3 and this parallel. Let me show you. So first we'll solve this simultaneously. So 1 plus G3 and G2 and this in feedback. So these two things we'll solve first. Okay. Now solving those two things, let me write here. So this G1 as it is, then this feedback, the summation point will remain, and we have solved this. Okay. So we have here G2 and G2 is G of S divided negative feedback. So 1 plus G2, H of S is 1. So G2 by 1 plus G2. Then here we have parallel. Parallel is G3 in the forward path, in the other path it is 1. So it is 1 plus G3. Then here it is C of S. And here we have a negative feedback with the H1. It comes from here. And one more again negative feedback with the H1, H2. So now we have again two feedback paths. So first we'll solve the inner loop. Two loops we have. So solving the inner loop, let me solve the inner loop. So G1. So this summation point will remain because there are two feedback paths there. and now after you have to simplify this. Okay, so g of s will be g2 by 1 plus g2, so only g2 will be there in the numerator, and here 1, it is negative feedback, so we get 1 plus g2 after simplification. Okay, this is g2 h1. So let me just erase this off. Okay, so here we get g2 h1. You simplify this, you'll get this. All right. So you have g2 by 1 plus g2 plus g2 h1. Then here we have 1 plus g3, and in the feedback we have h1 h2. So finally we have, this is r and this is c of s. So now you have to, this is negative feedback, g2 by 1 plus g2 plus g2 h1 and 1 plus g3 are in series, so you have to simply multiply. Then whole of these two blocks are in feedback to this, and h1 h2 is feedback to these two blocks, so that we can simplify using the formula g of s by 1 plus g of s h of s. So let me just write it over here. So here then that will be in what series with this. So first let me simplify this inner or this feedback, then I can multiply with the g1. So here we get the g of s will be g2 into 1 plus sorry, g of s, yeah, g2 into 1 plus g3 whole divided by 1 plus g2 plus g2 h. Okay, this is in whole divided by g2 1 plus g3, yeah, 1 plus, I forgot. So this is 1 plus g of s h of s. So g of s is 1 plus g2 plus g2 h1. What is h of s? H1 h. Alright. So we further simplify this. So we get this as, so I will consider it as y. So it is g1, no, g1 comes later, g2 into 1 plus g3 whole divided by, you get it as 1 plus g2 plus g2 h1. You simplify, okay, you take the common denominator, so you will get this answer, g2 into 1 plus g3 h1 h2. We get this. Now after that, what we have here, we have g1, and say this is y and this is c. So your c of s into r of s by r of s will be g1 into y, or into y. Okay, this is, or we have g1 g2 1 plus g3 whole divided by 1 plus g2 plus g2 h1 plus g2 1 plus g3 h1 h. So this is the answer for the given block diagram for the transfer function. So the question over here is, you have to obtain C by D and C by R for the system whose block diagram is shown in figure. So first what we'll do is, first we will do C by R, the normal one. Normally how we find the closed loop transfer function, no, that one. So here it is again two inputs are there. So both at the same instant two inputs cannot be what active. So when we are finding C by R, we have to take D is equal to 0, and when we are finding C by D, we have to take R is equal to 0. So now what we'll do is, we'll take this as the first case and this is the second case. Okay, so let me just redraw this now with the D equal to 0. So now redrawing with the D equal to 0. So we have R over here, then we have G1, then another summation point, and G3, and that D will become 0, so that summation point will vanish, G4, and this in feedback we have H2, and here we have G2, and this is plus and this is negative feedback, and one more feedback over here we have H1. Okay, So now first let us analyze this block diagram, how we solve. So this is a direct straightforward problem. Everything is very clear when you look at the diagram, its block diagram itself. See here G1 G2 they are parallel, you can simplify. G3 H2 this is a feedback, so that also you can simplify. Then you have this block and this block and this block in series, so multiply, and then H1 in feedback to that. Isn't it simple? Okay, so we'll see solve step by step now here. So I can do these two things. Let me do this two things together first. So this is parallel, so I can write this as G1 plus G2, both are positive. And yeah, this summation point also will vanish because we'll solve the other part as well. So here this will be, now G of S is G3 divided by negative feedback, so minus 1 plus it is. So G of S is G3 and H of S is H2. And here we have G4. This is C. So then only this feedback will remain H1, which is coming from this. So this is a negative feedback. This is R and yeah, C and R. So now let us do the simplification of this finally to get the answer. Yes. So here I can write C by R is equal to, so now G of S will be G1 plus G2 into G3 divided by 1 plus G3H2 into G4 whole divided by 1 plus G of S is the same, G1 plus G2 into G3 G4 whole divided by 1 plus G3H2. And what do we have in the feedback? H of S, that is H1. So finally C by R. To simplify this, you will get it as G1 plus G2 into G3 G4 whole divided by, take common denominators, okay, G3H2 plus G1 plus G2 G3 G4 H1. So this is the final answer. Okay, so now let us do the second part of the question. We have to find C by D. So when we take C by D, we have to take R equal to 0. Now let us draw the block diagram with R equal to 0. Let me just keep the summation point, then we will delete. Okay, we'll remove it. That R will be 0 over here. So we have G1, then summation, and here we have G2, both positive, G3, and this is feedback we have over here with the H2, and here we have the summation. So here we have this D, then we have G4, and here we have C. Check this, you have to be careful with the arrow directions. So here we have a negative feedback H1. Okay, so this is what we get. Now let us simplify here. See, again let us just analyze it, then we'll start with the simplification. See, this, it is parallel only, even this will be feedback only, so this we can solve first. So let us solve that first, then we will see how the connection will change. All right, so this is negative, this what we careful here. All right, so now this summation, let it be, because of this negative sign, this we need, this is very important. If it was not negative, then we would not have bothered there. That's why I'm just keeping that summation part. Otherwise you need not keep that summation, it is not at all necessary there, since it's only single input. So this is G1 plus G2, and here after simplification this we get as G of S is G3, and it is negative feedback, so 1 plus G3H2 we get. And here we have the input D, and this is G4, this is C, and here we have H1. Okay, so we have it like this. See, now again let us just see the circuit, how what has changed now. So now here you can see over here, see G1 plus G2 and G3 by 1 plus G3H2, and this h1, all these are in series. So we can simplify this, and this minus, no, this negative sign I can represent at the summation point. So let us now redraw it again. So I'll just redraw as it is. See, this we had over here, d I will write over here, okay, and we have g4 over here, and this is c, and this minus sign I'll put over here, and I'll write all the things whatever is there, no, series, and I'll multiply and write it over here. So we had g1 plus g2, and we had g3, and we had h1, whole divided by 1 plus g3h2. Now let us draw the, again redraw this. See here, now see, this is entering here, so this is the input, and the arrow direction g4, it goes over, and this is, see, this is a forward path, and this will be the feedback path. You can directly do it here, or if you want me to redraw it to make it look it simpler, I will just redraw it once again here, okay. So here I will take here, this is the normal, the conventional way we write, no, that is why so it looks also, it will be easier for you to understand also, that is why I'm writing it over here. So here this is negative, that negative sign we had it over there, right, that, and all of this will come in the feedback. So g1 plus g2 g3 h1 whole divided by 1 plus g3 h2. So this is what we get in the feedback. So this is g of s, and this will be h of s. It's a negative feedback. So let us simplify this. So we have c by d is equal to g of s is only g4 divided by 1, negative place, so plus g of s, g4 into h of s, that is g1 plus g2 into g3 h1 whole divided by 1 plus g3 h2. Now taking common denominator, finally we get c of d is g by d is equal to g4 into 1 plus g3 h2 whole divided by 1 plus g3 h2 plus g3 g4 h1 into g1 plus g2. So this is your final answer for the simplification of this problem. Okay, transfer function. So here also we need to find the transfer function. So first, again as usual, let us first analyze how are the connections, then we will solve the block diagram. So first here, see, G1 and G3, how are they connected? So G1 and G3, so they are parallel, so you can simplify this. G2 and H1, check how is it, G2 and H1 is fed back to this, so this is feedback, so you can simplify this, we can simplify this, we can simplify, so this will come in series. After that, see, H2, this is in a feedback, so I can solve the feedback path. Then this G4, this will be in parallel to the whole of this, so then that also we can simplify. So now we will do step by step. First we will solve this G1 plus G3, it will become, and this is the feedback, we'll solve this, okay. So let us start the simplification. So we know that G1 and G3 are in parallel, so we get this as positivity, so G1 plus G3, and here we have it in a feedback, so G of s is G2 divided by positive feedback, so negative, G of s is G2 and H1 is H of s. Here we have a summation point, and this we have H2 in the feedback, so comes like this. Then here we have a forward path which is G4, so that will go over here. This is plus and this is negative feedback, R and C. So this H of 2 is H of S, and whole of this will be G of S. So let me take it as some Y here. Okay, just a notation there, just to represent that. So G of S. So G of S will be G2 into G1 plus G3 whole divided by 1 minus G2 H1. This is g of s whole divided by 1. It is negative feedback, so plus g of s g2 into g1 plus g3 divided by 1 minus g2 h1 into we have h of s as h2. So after simplification we get that y is equal to g2 into g1 plus g3 whole divided by 1 minus h1 g2 plus this is g2 g2 into g1 plus g3 into h2. This is y. So how is the connection now? So here we have y and here we have the summation point, and this is g4 connected like this positive. This is r and this is c. So c by r or c of s by r of s equal to g4 plus g2 into g1 plus g3 whole divided by 1 minus g2h1 plus g2h2 g1 plus g3. Okay, or I can write it as c of s by r of s equal to, you can simplify this by taking common denominator. So g4 into 1 minus g2h1 plus g2h2 g1 plus g3 plus g2 g1 plus g3 whole divided by 1 minus g2h. And I've just taken the common denominator, that's all. Okay, g1 plus g3, or you can write in the previous stage, so no issues. So this is the final transfer function. So first again as usual, let us first analyze this block diagram, then we'll start with the simplification. So since this is an obvious, see, g2 and g3 they are parallel, so you can add up. Then g1 h2 they are in again feedback, so this you can simplify. Then see this path you have to split up. So from here arrow comes here to the summation point, and so here negative positivity, so negative only in the feedback we have 1 as the feedback. Then one more comes from this at the C point, from here h1 via this then to this. So now here the feedback will have h1. Okay, so very simple direct problem. So we'll just redraw this, then we will start with the solution. So let me just redraw this with the split ups. So we have the summation point, then we have g1, and we have here g2, then the summation point over here, then this is g3. Okay, both positive here, and this is output C, and here we have this is h2 and this one, and from here when we split it up it becomes all are negative feedback only here. So one more input here, negative feedback. Here in the feedback we have h1, so that comes from here. Now we can simplify. Okay, so simplification, this is r and c. So here, so I can simplify this inner feedback loop first. So g1 divided by 1 plus g1 h2, then this is parallel, so we can simplify this g2 plus g3 here. Okay, so and this summation will vanish there, and here we have 1 as a feedback, so that I will write both negative and this one outer feedback as h1. So next we need to simplify this. This is g of s, and here h of s is 1. So we'll simplify this part. Okay, so now let us proceed. So here we have there, what did we have? We have g1 by 1 plus g1 h2 as g of s. Okay, so that after simplification it will come as g1 by negative feedback, and h of s is what? H of s is 1 there. So I can write this as g1 by 1 plus G1H2, you simplify. Okay, and you can write it over. I am writing it directly over here. So this will be the simplified part. Then we have G2 plus G3, and here we have the final H1. So now we can get C of S by R of S. So C of S by R of S here. So this is G of S and this is H of S. So here G1 into G2 plus G3 whole divided by 1 plus G1H2 plus G1 whole divided by 1. Negative feedback this is. So 1 plus, so G of S 1 plus G1H2 plus G1 into H of S is H1. So after simplification we get it as G1 into G2 plus G3 whole divided by 1 plus G1H2 plus G1 plus G1H1 G2 plus G3. So this is the answer for C of S by R of S.